Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Cthulhu Awakens from Green Run Publishing. I am the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I do other stuff too, but not really. Not really. I don't really do other stuff. I am going to be hosting National Prayer Day live at Red Willow Park, though. Okay, I'm the one that I would have picked. You know what I mean? So I'd be doing stuff. You know what I mean? I'd be doing stuff. I'm excited to be playing Benjamin Spitzkowitz for real, though. It just sounds like I'm making up words. All of this is real. I'm happy to be here.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbidian. I am a ttrpg and variety video game Twitch streamer, and I am not leading a prayer, except in character, as Annette Marindale, the little girl who is very obsessed with chess.
Hi everybody, I am Jonesy. I am VTT product manager for Green Running Publishing, and I'm happy to be playing one of my favorite games here with Cthulhu Awakens with these fine folks. And tonight I'll be playing Zachary Morris, our military brat delinquent, because, you know, typecasting and all. Yeah, interesting to see where things are going to go now.
Yeah, last session was pretty tight. It's been a minute. I'll do a bit of a recap. But first, congratulations on 5 years of subscriptions, Vampire Bites. That's wild. It's wild that we've been doing this for 5 years, but it's even crazier that you've been subscribed for that long straight. That's crazy.
Dude, thank you, Vamp. Thank you, Sean, for 5 years. That's fucking awesome, brother.
That's fucking
thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, so last time, where we last left off, there was a storm. The obelisk in the middle of town was struck by lightning. Various things happened because of that. You guys saw military in town. I don't know if we ever got to it in game, but neither Spitzkowitz or Morris's fathers came home that night from the military base. All three of you ended up investigating the Wizard's Rest game store after hours. When you went to go check it out, you had every intention of going in to, like, during operating hours, but it was closed. And that is where you met Gwen Moss, the cousin of Merle, the store owner, who said that Merle is in the pokey, currently under suspicion of perhaps kidnapping, maybe just, criminal neglect, who knows, but there's a child missing, so they locked him up. She's hoping to get him out soon. But she locked up the store, said it's closed. You guys waited for her to leave, circled around back, broke in, and then you investigated the store. Some spooky nonsense went down. There were some ghosts. You guys searched the computer. You searched the haunted room. You searched through some photos. You found an old photo of some, like, pilgrim-style people, almost. Not really pilgrims. It was, like, 1920s or something, but, might as well be pilgrims. You found some records on the computers, and then you searched through a locked keyhole where you saw a creepy eye peering at you. All of you started taking some apparition phenomenon and, alienation type stuff. Things started going down. There was a key stuck under the floorboards. You guys opened up the door and searched this room. Didn't have to fight a monster like you thought you were going to have to, but you had a paintball gun. I think you were good. But during your investigation, you found a diary of a young girl named Emily Moss. Emily seemed to be a part of this Blackburn's Falls cult. She seemed to be an unwilling member. This seemed to be her room, and this diary seems to have a lot in it. One of the important things that you found is that the family seems to have owned a cabin out in the woods. You find other evidence, I believe, on the computer that supports this fact. So you find multiple sources that support that there's a cabin out in the woods. You also find out that they conducted rituals and stuff near the falls. And perhaps within the sea caves beneath the falls. That kind of thing. You did a pretty good investigation. That's mostly what happened last game. And I believe that we left off mostly around there after you left the store. It was late at night. I'm not sure if you were going to go your own ways and sleep, or if you were going to continue this evening's activity. It's not necessarily that late, because you guys waited for the sun to go down to enter the store, kind of thing. So, like, the sun just went down pretty much. But that's where this goes off to you guys.
As I recall, or at least I did, but I think all of us grabbed some gear, if you will, or bought some gear to help us if we went searching below somewhere.
That is true. You did. You got Spelunky gear. You actually purchased stuff. The other two got stuff out of their garages and homes and stuff. Yeah, and that is where you'll realize that neither of your folks came home last night. That's right. I do remember that now. Yeah, y'all did want to go spelunking. That's right. Y'all wanted to go check some shit out. I forgot. I wasn't sure which path you were going to take. I wrote out several options.
Yeah, because I remember we were like, we can do that, but, let's hit up the store real quick, ask some questions, learn some more, and then we learned out the person we wanted to talk to wasn't there. It's like, well, let's get what we can. Yeah. I remember we were debating two different ways to get down into the under area where the nest was. One was through the store. I think we backed off from that, barely. And then there was finding a way, one of the caves out in the countryside.
Yeah, one of the ocean caves, and I've got to think that's just a horrible idea where we'll get crushed by raging surf and probably drown and get smashed. If anything, if we're going to go underground, I say we go underground where it's safe in the shop, and at least it's like a second home to us, instead of trying to go underground from the beach where it's not safe to us or like a second home at all. Says Benjamin Spitzkowitz.
Yeah, Annette's biggest worry is that that's where the creepy crawlies came in and out of, so we might be going the same way that they're going, and they may come back that way. And we might have to contend with them as opposed to a naturally occurring cavern system.
Certainly might, and my only counter to that is that we do know and expect exactly what's behind there, creepy crawly guys. Or we go all the way down to the coast to crawl through miles of caves to find creepy crawly guys. So we might as well take the shortcut to the creepy crawly guys, because we're trying to find them anyways or figure out what they're up to. I think. Unless I'm wrong. I think that's what we're trying to do.
What do you think, Zach?
I think they're both a bad idea, but for different reasons.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Let's expand on that. That's great. I think you're exactly right.
My concern with the caves is the tide. You know, like us getting in the caves and we're trapped in by high tide or something.
That is an issue.
I don't know if those are here. I know that the tides come in, tides go out, high tide and low tide. We need to find a way to figure out when that is to make sure we're not getting blocked in there that way.
I could probably find that out at the library or look it up on my computer at home, because they do post that sort of info. They would record that sort of information. It's just a matter of finding out the season we're in, what's normal, that sort of thing. You're right, because we don't know the tides. We could walk into a cave, even with the other way going into the path we know. Once we get down, if it floods, it's better to know when it floods.
Yeah, and my concern with us going under through the basement is that those aren't like rock and stone tunnels. Those are something burrowed through the dirt tunnels. That stuff can collapse super easy.
What we could do in the meanwhile.
Now, is there like a sewer system or a drainage system that those can connect to, or something, or a bomb shelter, or something like a tornado shelter, or something like that? That, you know, I don't know what this area is like. I know, like, over when my dad was stationed out west, there was a whole series of tunnels and stuff for, like, you know, under the city, because it was, you know, they get 7-10 feet of snow, so it's literally it's like how you would get around campus, it's just the underground tunnels and stuff. I don't know if that has like that.
There's more caves on the East Coast per capita than almost anywhere else in the country, Zach. We are on top of a cave honeycomb.
That is true. That part's true. There is stuff underground. There are caves underground. Any sort of man-made structures. Yeah, there's probably some sort of like municipality systems down there, sewers, and they'd have to be careful to avoid those pockets. And there probably is a map somewhere that you could find of those if you wanted to do that sort of research, or you could go in those holes those creatures dug and hope. But, you know, it's okay. I didn't watch that episode of Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. So don't worry, I did not watch that.
Are you too concerned at all about your folks, though? I mean, I don't know how often they go out of town. Like, mine go out of town sometimes. They usually let me know when they're gonna do that and get me a sitter and all that.
I haven't really seen my dad a whole lot since my mom went missing. He's been kind of focused at work, so As long as we check in once a week, he doesn't really ask too many questions.
Okay.
It has been a while since he's checked in. I should really get a calendar.
It's been a little
Yeah.
while, yeah.
It's not unheard of for my dad to get pulled into 48-hour duty or something like that. depending on what's
okay.
going on the base. I mean, usually, if it's more than like a day or two, then usually they give us a heads up. But but sometimes my dad, like, well, I will get with a 24-hour notice that he's going to be gone for a month because he's being sent somewhere TDY.
Suppose I was just drawing distant conclusions, which sometimes a pawn moving forward is just a pawn moving forward. It doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, one night isn't necessarily alarming to either of you. More than that might be, but they probably just got held up at the base. Maybe something happened.
Which, given the government being around, there's probably stuff happening.
It does seem like there's some sort of military activity going on in the town, possibly at the base. So something might have happened.
Is the library still open at this hour, or are they closed up? Some libraries I know stay open pretty late, but I don't know if ours does.
It is open. The sun just went down. It does stay open after dark, but it's not like open late. It's probably
Probably another couple hours at most, I would hazard.
because it's during what month is it?
It's school year.
It's during the school year.
It's fall. It's early fall.
It's
isn't it?
early
Autumn,
fall.
yeah.
So
Yeah, because we're just kind of meeting Jonesy's character. We're just meeting Zach, so it must be September.
yeah, it's right around then.
Yeah.
That's when school starts on the East Coast, I think.
Yeah, so it being dark, it's not that late.
Because if you want to look, if you want us to look up some of the municipal underways, I could probably look it up because that's public information, and we could find one that isn't annoying to go into. Because I can, off the top of my head, I could guess that underneath the church, like one of the churches, there might be a catacomb system, or underneath City Hall, there might be something. But that's a pain in the neck that I don't think we want to deal with. Better to an old mall, a utility building, something like that. Something people won't be too bitched about if we're poking at it.
Yeah, maintenance hatch, something. Yeah. Is that what you want to do?
That's what I suggest. That way, because it's a better way to get underground than the other two methods. Because at least it's and also while we're there, we can look up the tide. So if we do happen to link in with the larger cave system, we'll know if tides is an issue we need to be caring about. Because we had one or more of us have a watch, I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of those digital
I got a
watches or whatever.
fancy one with a little calculator on it.
Ooh.
Hell
Swatch
yeah.
watch.
Swatch watch.
My parents say that calculators cheat, so I'm not allowed to have those. I have a regular digital one instead.
Yeah, you're not gonna have one in your pocket all the time when you grow up. So
Yeah, you might need it. You'll need it in the future.
So yeah, you all, with your spelunking gear still in tow, head to the library. It is open. It's dark. The lamps out front are lit. They're actually, funny enough, still functioning gas lamps. By the front door. They've been restored and maintained, so they're like historical gas lamps by the front door. Pretty cool, pretty nifty. But there is also a light bulb like directly above the door, so that you can actually see. It casts an interesting light around the statue out front of. I don't remember if I described a statue before.
A bit, you did, yeah.
Okay. Statue out front.
But you should describe it again for the fans. All the fans watching, they need to know because this is a pivotal part of town.
Well, I'm just worried that I'm going to describe a different statue now.
Cthulhu Awakens, that may not be as strange as you think.
Yeah. The statue of an owl sits out front, guarding the library stairs, and you all enter the library.
and it was always an owl.
It was always an owl.
I'm just glad it's not a lion. I saw Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. And it turns and watches you.
it's hard not to make it a line. A lot of the time.
You're lying about that.
I'm lying about it.
No, no.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh God.
So funny.
The librarian, Mrs. White, sees
Hi,
you
Mrs.
all
White.
enter. She's reshelving some books. Oh, you're here late.
Yeah, just want to do
Cool.
some quick research. Do you want me to leave my bag and stuff here at the counter, or do you mind if I walk around with it?
Nah, I mean, just, don't break anything, I guess.
I won't.
But yeah, you're free to use the library. And what did you want to look up? You wanted to look up municipalities. Go ahead and give me a research roll here.
Intelligence.
Intelligentsia.
Unfortunately, I did not increase my intelligence, nor did I get a focus in research. That's okay.
Ooh.
This is not a bookworm thing, so I don't get an extra bonus, but that's okay. My intelligence is pretty good. That is 12.
That's not bad. You're able to find the municipality section. You're able to find the archives of the town, more or less. You can start perusing through them. It is starting to take you a little while to do this. You find a lot of information. It's just hard to sift through. You can find lots of ways underground. You just don't know which one would be the best one, kind of thing.
Perhaps. Oh no, I already did the roll. Never mind.
While you're
All
poking
right.
around,
Oh, go ahead.
while she's poking around, can I go over to the microfiche section?
Yeah, the
I want to go look for the old newspaper articles, the archives.
yeah, the little film thing that you look at.
Old fashioned.
Yeah, go for it. What are you looking
Because
for?
I guess I'm trying to look up headlines from when the cult got busted.
After the mass suicide?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You can use a research check for that if you have research. I don't know if you do. I don't think you do.
Intelligence, otherwise.
It would also be intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be my intelligence.
Let's see you brain box it. 15 with 6 stunt points, not bad. Feel free to use those stunt points. You are able to.
Very nice.
It's not hard in the town to find information about this. You zero in on the tragedy pretty easy. It seems like they don't try to put this at the forefront of the newspaper section, but maybe someone was writing a paper about it recently because it's there. But yeah, what specifically are you trying to get out of this?
Anything like anything about like references to like the cabin or anyone who survived, or if there's anything about the girl that we found the diary for.
Right. Emily Moss. Okay. So, when it comes to the cult, the mass suicide of the cult was done at Blackburn Falls, as you know. It's at a very specific place. Everyone knows the cliff. That is also corresponds with the place in the diary where the rituals were said to be held. One of the members listed in the dead, Finley Moss, is the author of the journal that you guys have found that has the spells in it. He was supposedly one of the suicides. He was not the cult leader, though, just a member of the family. No one actually knows who led this suicide round. No one knows what happens, but this cult seemingly began a long time ago and has secretly been carrying out killings and ritualistic suicides for decades, only to be put to an end after this latest catastrophe, which occurred about, let's see, it's the 90s, so it happened in the 1950s, so yeah, so about 40 years ago. Emily Moss is not listed in the suicides. She's not listed in the article about the deaths at all. Neither is the cabin. The cabin is, you find the cabin references because you did roll really well. So there are later articles, follow-up articles, of, you know, reporters trying to follow up on the sensationalism of the story, trying to find more information, even loosely related to this. There is a later discovery of this cabin as a in the records of the family's estate, but they're never able to locate it. They don't know where it is. It's hidden. So they suspect it, and the last one of the family members, Emily Moss, is one of the only witnesses, living witnesses of the cult. She is in an asylum upstate.
Wow.
So she is probably old now, if she's still alive. But she might be dead. You don't know. It doesn't say in this article. It's an old article. But yeah, Emily Moss was institutionalized. The cabin was never found, but record of it was. They call it the infamous Blackburn's cult cabin. Still a mystery, and only a rumored cabin. But no other, what do you call it, headquarters of this cult has been found. So all they know is that they met at the falls. They don't know of any other structure or place that this cult is met officially. So what are you doing with your points?
So I'm thinking for my points. I'm thinking about taking. I'm thinking about using it for. What is it? Cover your tracks. Basically, I want to make sure I put everything away so that no one knows I've been looking this stuff up. Which is a 4-point stunt. So.
That works. Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna know that the kid was curious about murder and suicide cults. That's good.
And then at some point, I'd like to use the other 2 points for a flashback. So there's a flashback stunt. So that's really right this second, but at some point tonight, that'd be kind of cool.
Okay, flashback.
It's reminds you of something else I've heard or something else I've that.
So, yeah, I'll set you up for a flashback later. I'll be like, oh, you remember this from the newspaper article. Make a little note of that.
Give their death counter at this point. There was an elder god sign in the paper, but you didn't notice it.
You didn't notice it till now.
Actually, that'd be a good thing, but
yeah, there were quite a few suicides during this mass suicide. It was a big effort. There was like 25 people all jumped at once, or one after another. Not really sure, but no survivors. No one left the scene. Not good times. But yeah, so that's what you're able to uncover there. Cabin's still in the wind. Emily Moss is actually surprisingly potentially alive, but not in town. The psych ward is far away. in the big city.
Considerable ride away, I imagine.
Yeah,
More a car ride than a bike ride.
More car ride than a bike ride. Yeah.
So we need the older kids from Stranger Things to go see it, but we don't have those. So.
Yeah, you need Steve Harrington to take you. Yeah.
Haha.
But yeah.
I know a guy who might be able to drive us, but not right now. I have to talk to him, but Merle's out of the shop for a few days, and Merle owes me a favor or two.
Well, he's also imprisoned.
Just jail, okay? He'll be out. He's
That's
not in
true.
prison yet, okay? He'll be out.
Language matters. You're right.
But yeah, okay, so your municipality research, yeah, you can find a few access points. You can attempt to go in through the sewers. You find a service hatch along a roadway leading out of town towards the outskirts that is promising. That would lead into an underground passage for conduits and pipes. You're not sure if that'll break into any natural cavern. It might. Those in an area like this, those kinds of things often have to cut through little pockets.
Mm-hmm.
With your roll, you're not positive about which one would be the best, but you do know some places to get underground at this point. It's
Well, we
just
can go in
kind
these
of
places,
a dealer's
so-
choice.
Well, which one is the most secluded? That it isn't as obvious that we'd be entering it.
The most secluded one would be the access tunnel near the road leading out of town, because it's just kind of like there's like a little bridge going over a small little creek, and then there's like a building. It's like a 5x5 concrete building with a little ladder that goes up to it. You go into the door, and it has a ladder going down into this access tunnel. It's like a really small... It's one of those buildings you would never notice driving by it. It's just like, I wonder what that is. Then you forget about it the second you're gone. They're all over
Right.
the place.
That was just nice and secluded out of the way, so we're not like literally in the middle of town square. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably time that one so no one sees you.
So we're looking for that. That sounds like our way in. That's my best move. I think I would suggest if we're going to go down in a more controlled manner. What was the other thing we're looking up? We're looking up that and something else.
Tides.
Tides. Thank you. And I'll go and look up the tide schedule.
You can look at the tide schedule. It's a little bit of a fudge, but I feel like, given the nature of what you're doing, I feel like a cult could help you with tides.
All right, I get a little bit of a benefit because I'm a bookworm. Because I have access to books that make this easier for me. And I actually I take that back. I actually have the occult focus.
Yeah,
So this is, in fact, 17.
it's not bad. 17, yeah, you can find the tides charts. You can find historical tide charts, and you can find one that's tied to specific magical superstitions over the years. So you can find a timetable of tidal significance tied to the lunar cycles over the centuries. It's an interesting book. It's not like a magic book or anything. It's like a book with one of those shitty plastic overcovers, but it's an interesting book.
I'll return my book on the history of Blackburn, and I'll take this book out instead.
Nice. And then, yeah, you also find, like, straight up scientific, like, hey, this is when the tides come in and out in this region of the ocean. You find an ocean map with tide schedules. Yeah.
Is there any occultically significant tides that are coming in the near future, like say the next week or month?
Yep.
Like more than one or just one?
This one.
Well, what's that one about? I start looking that up because that's like, oh, that might be connected. Or if nothing else, it might be good to point out to my mom and dad for our next Holy Theory meeting.
Yeah, in 3 days' time, there's a full moon, and the tides there are supposed to carry with them the spirits of those killed at sea. According to this book.
Yeah, she'll grab out, and I'll grab like a bookmark and mark that particular page out when she puts it away. Just so she doesn't have to flip through the book later. Because I imagine it's not a tiny, thin book. It's probably fairly significantly thick. So it's like, let's make that easy on myself. All right, so we have tide schedule. A possible creepy event that may or may not be linked to what we're doing, or maybe just...
Could be. The whole book could be hooey. You don't know.
Yeah. I mean, most people say chess is just a game, and I know that's not true.
It's not true.
So... The utility building? Unless either of you wanted to look anything else up.
No, utility building.
I'm curious from a logistics point of view. We did a lock-in yesterday, right? Or was that 2 days ago at this point? Yesterday? So that was probably Friday or Saturday. So today's...
You did the lock-in. It wasn't this past night. It was the night before.
Yeah.
So it's probably Sunday night then. That was probably Friday, then Saturday. This is Sunday. We probably can't stay out too late. So
That's
I'm all
Friday
for going
night,
to the...
and then
I'm all for going to the building and checking it out, but by like 9:30 we got to be home. We can't really go delving right now. We got school tomorrow.
I do believe you.
If that's the logistics, if that's true, unless it's like Monday's a holiday, because I don't want to be a party pooper. If Monday's a holiday and we're off for something, sure, let's go spelunking.
What is it? September? I don't think there's a holiday.
Isn't there at the time Columbus Day was in September around then, right? Am I tripping?
Or could be just a teacher's in-service day, too.
Could it be? You could create a holiday. That's right. One of those staff faculty days.
It's true.
Or a local town holiday. If you want to give us a reason that we could stay out late Sunday.
I could just give you tomorrow off school. I do
That's
have the
completely up to you.
You have the power.
do have the power.
Yes, otherwise I think that's what we're doing. But if we got to go to school, we got to go to school.
If nothing else, getting a few hours in isn't bad because we can get out there, look around. Because at the end of this, we might find no way to go where we're going. We may find out this actually is a bad place to go. Like it doesn't. It's interesting.
I'm all for going out to the building and checking it out, but we got to be home by like 9:30, right? The library's still open, so it's probably 7-ish, 7:30. But the streetlights are coming on. It's getting dark, so our timer's ticking. We can go check stuff out. I'm all for going to the building.
Our parents will not be looking for us until 10 o'clock. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah. That's what the commercial
right.
says. They won't look to us till then. Tomorrow is Founders Day. It's the anniversary of the founding of Blackburn Falls. So you guys don't have school.
So we can stay out late.
You can stay out late.
Spelunk away.
I'll just give a call to my folks and let them know so they don't know so they know I'll be a little late. They'll be fine. I sometimes have to work on my game under the stars, so as long as I'm back before too late, I should be okay.
Use the phone
As long as I
at the
give them a heads
library.
that would save me a quarter. That'd be great. Yeah.
I'm also going to use the phone at the library to call and leave a message on the answering machine at home.
I am not.
Nice.
Mystery. No. Yeah, no. Annette just calls her folks to let them know she'll be out late working on her game. On her theory. But she promises to be back not too late. So she'll be out later than normal. Because if I'm going to go camping and do like a full commune with the stars sort of chess game, that's like a family event. We all go together. You know, it's a whole thing. But if I can do it on my own, I can do it a little bit on my own. Once I'm older, I don't have to. I can just do it myself. But I'm a little young to be camping by myself.
That's what they say. I want to go camping by myself. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds creepy as fuck. Actually, I don't know. Even as a grown ass.
Oh man, I'm planning on doing some cowboy camping this summer, bro. I can't wait. Out under the stars, alone with nothing around. Let's go.
Alone? I don't know, man. That's how skinwalkers get you and shit, dude. I'm fucking out.
Just don't whistle at night, bro. Don't do stupid shit like whistle at night.
I don't know, man. I'm neurospicy. I might just whistle on accident. Like, you know, it's not a good. I don't know. I'm out. I don't want to. I need one person with me at least. All right, so the three of you head to the bridge on the outskirts of town, heading towards Blackburn Falls. It doesn't take you too long. It's like a 15-20 minute bike ride tops.
Oof.
You know,
It's a bit of a ride.
yeah, y'all aren't hauling ass or anything. Just kind of a
Yeah.
casual. Yeah, you get there faster if you really wanted to, but and you get there. It's, you know, you leave the town behind. You get out of town a little bit. There's the bridge. You see the building just like it was on the map. It's a little concrete building with a simple little roof. It has a solid like a metal door from like school kind of style. Very simple. And then it has the little ladder leading up to it. It has a electrical panel on the back of the building. And you can see all kinds of wires going towards it. There's a wire connecting to the top of it. It's all wired up. It looks dangerous. There's signs say high voltage, that kind of thing. Be a really funny way for all three of you to die, but you know.
Let's all hold hands while we.
I don't really see a reason for me to take down this power station, but if you guys want me to, that's something I have in my wheelhouse now. I got a little specialization in sabotage, dexterity sabotage, so I don't know.
That's scary.
Well, we could try to check
That's
see if
fun,
the
though.
door. I imagine the door's locked, but if we're lucky, someone got lazy and didn't lock it.
If not, don't worry. I brought my lockpick and I brought this frozen compressed air, and I could crack it open anyways. This is a good time to mention. I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a backpack packed full of shit, guys. I've got like 4 or 5 textbooks in there. I've got all of my stuff for school in there. So I've got like rulers, crayons, glue, but I also packed in the shit from my garage. So I've got bungee cords coming off of my backpack. The front of my bike is packed full of shit. There's a flashlight, there's batteries, there's an AM/FM radio. I mean, I have a ton of shit. And I really want you guys to know that because I have a ton of shit in my inventory. So I want my bike to reflect it. I want my backpack to reflect it. You guys can tell that I brought way too much stuff. I've got saran wrap. I don't know why I brought saran wrap, but I did. I have a whole thing of saran wrap in case we need it. I'm planning on going MacGyvering if I can at some point in this short campaign.
I'm far more reasonably packed with like a hard hat, flashlight, some simple-looking gear, little shovel, rope, first aid kit, little like belt holster looking thing for like a multi-tool. It's like just because you went to the store and actually said, "Hey, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to buy. What do I need? This. Okay."
Yeah, I didn't have a hard hat in my garage, so I have a hockey helmet. I hope that works for you guys.
It's hard. That's better than a ball cap.
Got a bunch of shit in your backpack.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and on
reach
my
out
bike.
try
And
the
on my
door.
bike.
Well, when I tell you can't do something because you're encumbered, just don't be surprised.
Yeah. Really.
Look at the stuff that I have. None of it's heavy, but it's a lot. So if I just have to like drop stuff, ditch stuff, pick stuff up, I'm cool with that too. There is
The
a
textbooks are heavy.
yeah, those are. Let's see. I have a UFO book, conspiracy, a CIA book, a cryptozoology book, and a monster manual.
It's pretty heavy.
The heaviest thing that I have is my book of the Holy Theory. Really, but nah. I'm used to carrying that around.
But yeah, so the door is locked. No one conveniently left it unlocked. Who's unlocking it? Or did you just go
I'd like
home?
to give it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I guess we're going home. Everybody's door's locked. Breaking and entering is a crime.
It'd
You
be
know.
so damn funny.
Game Master, with your permission, may I roll with dexterity, of course, but can I add stealth or sabotage, one or the other?
Yeah, sabotage
the
if
lock.
you want to break the lock.
I do, yeah. My lock picking method is a screwdriver and compressed air. So I freeze the lock and I break the lock. I'm leaving tracks everywhere we go,
you can
but I
do
am
that.
unlocking.
But no matter how many stunt points you get, you cannot use cover your tracks.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. Yeah, to break a lock with sabotage, yeah, that's 13's high enough. It's not it's not a lock that's actually meant to keep out burglars. It's just meant to,
Who's burgling a utility building?
Yeah. I mean,
We need that copper, boy.
Actually,
it's not keeping the infrastructure of the East Coast intact. It's just a local utility closet. Yeah, so you do break the lock successfully.
The redundancy, anyways. It's probably just like a fucking plumbing redundancy building.
You open the door, and yeah, inside there is a small room. There's a little tiny desk, no chair. There's some papers on it, clipboards. There's one of those wall-mounted file holders, like a shitty metal one, that has a couple files in it, manila folders, papers in them. There's some pens. There's a clipboard on the wall with writing on it, some sort of checklist. There's all sorts of gauges and stuff on an assembly on the wall, and then there is a hatch that leads down.
it's a pull hatch, or you just grab
It's
it.
a pull hatch. It's a pull hatch, yeah. They probably just keep it
is there-
closed so you don't just fall in.
Yeah. Is there any sort of map or schematic of the utility trunk below us? Or just anywhere? I'm
On the
not searching
desk,
very
on the
deeply.
desk, at a very casual glance, you can see a schematic that's meant to help with the checking of the valves. It shows like valve locations and stuff.
Cool. Emergency fire exit plans, anything like that? That'll give us a little way to get around down here.
Nah, there's a fire down there. You're fucked. There's only one way out. Yeah, there's no fire evacuation plan down there. No, there's just the only thing that there is a map that shows
Small service map.
Yeah, it's a small service map. It shows where the junctions are, and it shows where the a color coded like pipe and conduit map.
Does it look big and cumbersome to walk around with, or could I roll it up and put it in my bag?
You can roll it up. It's not that big.
I'll roll it up just so we don't. And does it mark where we are currently, or do we have to kind of look to figure that out?
You'd have to look to figure it out. It doesn't say.
Yeah,
it does not say you are here.
I'll look and try to figure out based on what I know of the town.
You have to. You're gonna have to give me an intelligence check. As someone that works in the civil engineering field, I actually know exactly what you're looking for right now. So with a 9,
so I got at some point.
with a 9, you cannot make heads or tails of this thing. You don't know exactly where you are. It's very confusing. Because all it shows where the ladders and access points are. There's more than one way down here, but they're all designated with a letter designation, and you're not sure how to tell which one you're at.
I'll look around to see if there's any paperwork lying around that has letters like that.
Give me a perception check.
10.
There's so many papers. You find papers, but there's more than one designation on some of them. Maybe they came from the other ladder areas. With the 10, it's not the best.
So there's a map here. I have no idea where we are, though. There's designation numbers, but I can't figure out which one of these is the one we're looking for. So this map's kind of useless if I can't figure out where we are.
I've got survival perception. I could take a look at that map.
Perception is going to be more applicable. If it was an outside map, yeah, survival. Survival doesn't come into play with this one.
Oh. Perception is still pretty good unless you have something, Zach, that's more applicable. Are you like a Boy Scout? Are you a gangster with maps? you an Eagle
What
Scout?
part of his backstory?
Whoa, I mean, well, everything about being a military guy's kid gives forced into Eagle Scouts.
Army cadets. Woo.
17.
Holy 17
two
with
stunt
two stunty
points.
boys.
It's not bad. Let me know what you're doing with them stunties. Yeah. So you can find the ladder that you were at. There is a designation actually painted right on the wall in big orange letters. It's really funny. It was just kind of covered up by the clipboard. Anita didn't notice it. You were looking too closely for the number. You know what I mean? You were looking.
The work and stuff.
Do you have a
You were looking
flashlight?
micro instead of macro. Yeah.
Annette, do you have a flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say
Okay.
I do. I like click. I clack my mag light flashlight, and that's how I see the number.
You're like, oh, there it
It's
is.
that's the perception, right? It's not because I'm so good at reading maps. It's because my flashlight finds the number. There we are.
3B.
That means we are here.
3B.
Yeah, you're a drunk.
I
You're,
take out
you're
like
at ladder 3B.
I'll take like a little pencil and circle it a little bit, just so I don't have to trust my memory.
That's fair. Yeah. It'd be really funny.
Less
Hey,
than
you
with
never
regular
know.
maps.
Maybe something's down there that makes you forget shit. It is Cthulhu, after all. It'd be really funny. It's like, why did I circle this? Yeah. So, yeah, now you know where you are on the map. And the hatch is there. Would you like to open it?
I mean, I'll try to open it if it's not heavy.
It's a little heavy, but it's not impossibly heavy. It's meant to be opened by a single person. You open it.
Yeah.
The endless dark ushers you forward. Yeah, it's dark down there. It's not supernatural or anything, but it's creepy. It's very quiet. It's completely
Utility
silent.
trunks.
Yeah. There's not a single noise coming from down there.
I'll shine a flashlight down, just look down the hole, make sure there's the ladder's working and stuff like that. Or intact, better way to put that.
Oh yeah, the ladder looks perfectly pristine, functional. It's been checked monthly. It passed all its inspections. It has a little tag on it that says passed its inspection for September, checked by FB, whoever that is. You know, it's good to go.
So who wants to go down first?
I will click on my my flashlight, and it's a little the old military style ones with the little L bent ones with the clips. So I click it onto my backpack, so I can get light without having to have my hand and still have my hands free. And I will load to the next level.
I had 2 leftover stump points. I'm going to use those right now on you, Zach, for wariness. I'm going to help you remain alert for whatever's to come in this encounter. So, +1 bonus per SP to avoid any negative results from your actions. For example, if you use this when breaking into a building, it would apply to hiding from guards that may enter. So you get a +2 with my leftover 2 stunt points for some bullshit in this building.
Yeah, that's fair. I like it. You're being wary. Yeah, you hit the bottom. Once you start getting about halfway down, it's not like the deepest thing in the world, but you go down for a bit. Once you start getting about halfway down, you can start to hear something. It's like a hum. And then once you get all the way down, it's actually pretty loud down here. You couldn't hear any of it from the top, but once you're down here, the sounds traveling back and forth down this tunnel is pretty loud. It's just, you're looking around, you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, oh, it's just the hum of the electrics. There's a lot of electricity going through here. Electricity's loud.
And bouncing off all the concrete, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's amplified. You're in a tube kind of thing. You look this way, the tunnel goes that way. You look that way, the tunnel goes that way. Right now, you're just in a two-way tunnel. That way leads to the falls. That way leads towards the center of town. The other two of you join him, and
I will.
yeah.
Can I take a piece of string or a bandana or something and tie it around the ladder?
Yeah.
Got string.
So that when if we're running down the hallway or whatever, see that this is the ladder.
You don't have to guess. You don't have to be like, which one's 3B?
Yeah.
You damn right we can. I've got some string in my back. I wrote that shit down, girl.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you mark the ladder with string.
Anything you guys need, I've got it in my backpack. I want you guys to know this. I'm here for you. I've got the bullshit that you need. Just ask me. I really tried to
Yoo-hoo?
prepare. Shit, do I have a drink? No, that's why we stopped and got drinks. Have anything
Yeah, you
edible?
said. You
I
said.
don't have anything edible. Okay, let me correct myself. I didn't even. I didn't get Lunchables. Everything I got was out of the garage or for school supplies.
You don't have a fridge just full of Yoo-hoo?
So, so you did get, marine MREs, crayons.
School supplies.
Crayola.
Right?
Crayola.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they eat crayons.
Balanced diet for the Marines. Yeah,
So
They save the red ones for dessert. They're the best.
motherfuckers would eat me too, bro. I'd be a crayon for them dudes. I try not to talk shit to a Marine. They could just literally behead me at any point in time.
that's what the sword's for. Yeah, I'll climb down once I hear that everything's fine. And my flashlight, I do have like a little light on the hard hat, but I also have like a big one that I just feel more comfortable with. So I put that away and climb down. Check the map, make sure, like, okay, hey, yeah, that's the right one. Way.
Best
So,
guess is
to-
town's that way and cliffs are that way.
Cliffs, I guess? Because that's where the nest should be, I would think. Rather than toward town.
I'm torn here because they abducted our friend from in town, so we know they at least traveled through that way. Town.
Yeah, they could be anywhere between there and here. Or there and there, rather. Yeah.
Not to say the falls is not a great start and a great lead, because you may be spot on the money.
Is that the way you would like to go?
Why don't we go to the falls first and then double back towards town if we don't find anything? Town's not going anywhere.
I have a thought.
I'm just kidding.
GM, I have the specialization investigator.
Okay.
So I would like to try with my preternatural talent for finding and evaluating evidence. I would like to attempt to generate a lead as Annette stands this for a moment and thinks out what she's learned about the monster, what she thinks about the town, what she saw on the map, and tries to piece together which way seems a better lead than the other. Because basically, investigator specialization allows you to make a roll to unlock a lead, even if I don't have the primary or tangential focus relevant to the investigation.
Okay. Yeah, make that roll. And this is the investigator talent?
Yeah, specialization.
Specialization.
But it's also a talent. It's a specialization talent.
Okay. Because I want to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What page is this on? Because I'm looking at the
69 of all pages.
spot. Maybe I knew. I just wanted you to say 69. I didn't know.
Well, it's nice to see everybody. I enjoyed coming today.
Investigator talent. Here it is. Okay, cool.
And I have novice, of course.
Okay, so you have almost preternatural talent for finding and evaluating evidence. You can always make a roll to unlock a lead, even if you don't have the program. I mean, that's pretty much what you said, yeah. Okay, but it's not literally magic yet.
No, it's just having a keen sense of the facts and being able to, like, Sherlock Holmes moment of, and wait a minute.
Yeah, I just need to know. I just need to know if God was like that way.
No.
That's
That's a different class. That's a different specialization.
Okay, yeah. Make that roll. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens.
Probably investigation. Intelligence, rather?
Yeah, definitely intelligence. For this one, yes. It can be perception.
15.
15 for your investigation talent check. So, I mean, 15 is pretty good. So essentially, you're using this in lieu of an actual relevant skill.
Like I'm not actively investigating. I'm just in the immediate moment going, this makes more sense than that does.
Okay.
It's not a definitive answer, it's a lead. So it gets me somewhere along the line.
Gut check, and it
Yeah.
could be something like, "Oh, I noticed that there's relatively fresh mud going that direction, so maybe some workman's gone that direction."
Yeah.
Or it may not, which may not be valid. It just may be,
Yeah. So it might not actually be right. So with the information that
Because
you
leads
have,
can be dead ends. Leads
yeah.
can be dead ends.
With the information you have, the best idea you want to get into, you're not trying to get underground, you're trying to get into the cave systems that are underground, which is why you entered the access tunnel, because you're hoping it'll intersect with a cave. The caves are towards the cliffs. You have a higher chance of running afoul of a cave that direction,
Like toward the
toward the cliffs.
water, toward the cliff, yeah.
But
And-
that's not to say that that's where the creatures are.
That will say as much as he just kind of has that like chess master moment of staring off into the air and she starts saying that a little like is definitely speaking a lot more mature for her age than she. There's this oddness to her that she only really gets when she's playing chess, but she's applying her chess mind to the real world.
So, is that the way you would like to go? I assume. Sounds good to me.
it's good. Yeah.
You all skedoodle down towards the cliff way. You head down this tunnel. The thrum of the electricity in the conduits and the wall is very loud. This is usually like an ear protection kind of place. When you're talking, you have to raise your voice quite a bit. You wouldn't be able to hear anything coming up behind you. That kind of thing. Like, it's kind of freaky being down here in this situation. Because one of your senses is pretty much completely cut off. But as you continue this way, the sound changes. It spreads out. It kind of gets a little echoey. And you will come across a part. This tunnel does continue a ways towards the cliff a bit. And then you see it turn at a 90-degree bend. But before it gets to that 90-degree bend, it does intersect with a cavern that it does seem to punch through. And there is a hatch in the wall that allows you to access this cavern. In case you wanted to go outside.
Is that marked on the map, by the way? This hatch?
You do see a hatch, yeah. It's just like literally, it's like here's a wall, and then there's like a little square on the wall, and it says hatch, so it's hard to tell what it is because it doesn't denote what's on the other side of it.
Well, we have a way to the caverns at least.
Secret hatch is exactly what we came here for.
Yeah, it's kind of weird hatch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because
I would have pulled out my paintball gun just to be on the safe side.
Usually, if there was a hatch in a place like this, it would have something like, I'm trying to open it, something like fuses. Or it would be an electric relay box. But this one is just marked hatch. And I just pop it open if it's that easy.
Yeah, it does just pop open. Yeah, it's not. It's just it's a mechanical opener. It's not any sort of lock or anything. It seems to be now that you're looking at it, it seems to be some sort of safety escape, like you were saying, for fire or something. They're like, hey, there's a cave here. If this did catch on fire, we could probably go into the cave. So, yeah.
it's a way out.
That's probably why they
Yeah.
built it like this. They were like, there's access right here. Might as well put a safety escape.
Or it's like you were saying, it's already exposed to the natural cavern, so it's not so much a hatch to it as a wall to prevent you from just being in an open cave.
Mostly, yeah.
It's
They put up a wall,
kinda
and then
just
they're
built.
like, might as well not lose complete access to what's on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
you open
well,
it, the cave.
No telling how long it's been since someone's been back here, or if anyone's ever been back here.
The immediate smell of salt and limestone and just that wet, sort of mildewy smell of a cave just hits you right in the face as soon as you open that door. You can taste it. It just completely changes the whole vibe as soon as you open that door. And then you step through the
Now-
precipice, I believe.
That pulls up like a little face mask, little thing to make it a little easier to breathe. Helps her with because when you're spelunking, you want to have stuff for particulates, but she doesn't have the full snorkel gear because that's very expensive, and you'd have to go to very specific caves for that to be an issue.
Like the
So-
ones with carbon monoxide.
Yep.
But yeah, so you all step through the gateway into the cavern. Door open or closed behind you.
Does it look easy to open from the other side?
It looks like you can open it from the other side, yeah.
Oh, actually, one thing I'll ask, because I didn't. Was there any like warning triangles or hazards, things of, hey, behind this hatch is thing, or beware, there's falling rocks, or something like that?
There was just something that denoted a door. And there was nothing like, don't open this door under any circumstance. Nothing like that, no.
So what does the OSHA safety sign icon look like for warning eldritch things on other side?
I think it's just like a triangle and then like a tentacle
With a
grabbing a
squid
stick
monster.
figure. Yeah. It's grabbing the guy from the front of the bathroom door.
Jonesy, you have just asked an amazing question, and I know you were working on a Kids and Bikes supplement for this. That's one of the things you need to have an artist do on one of your pages. Is like, hey, I need a bus stop, and the bus stop sign is like a Cthulhu Eldritch bus stop sign. Like you're getting picked up by a squid tentacle waiting on this bus.
It'd be fun.
Just all over town, different squid. Yeah, those would be fun.
I like that.
Like it's a part of everyday life.
Closing us maybe not a bad idea. I mean, I guess we're not really worried about people catching us here, but if we leave it open, it does invite someone wandering by to go, why is that open?
The idea of anyone wandering by at this time of night means that they're up to shenanigans anyway, and we're probably doomed anyway. My worry about shutting the door behind us is it's a big metal safety door.
Let's just try it.
Those
I
are
agree with
heavy.
you. We took the game master's word that it looks openable. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that. Let's just do
I did
this.
say exactly.
I'll
it
go
looks
through.
like you can open it from the outside. Those were my words.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't believe you. So
It
how about
wasn't a-
this?
it
I'll go
wasn't
through.
Yeah. Yes.
We close the door, and then I try to open the door from this side while you guys are on you're on the safe side, right? I go through. I try to come back, and if it works, it works.
That way, if it doesn't work, we can pop it, yeah.
Right, and then we can be like, okay, so we leave this cracked open,
None
so
of
we can
the
find
three
out
of you
right
can
now.
open this door.
So I'm gonna go through. We're gonna close the door. I'm gonna see if I can solo open it from the cave side.
It's a little harder to open from this side, but yeah, you can open it.
All right, cool. So both you guys see that is possible.
Probably harder to open on the other side because it's probably exposed to moisture more than the inside of this thing is.
It is.
But
It's more
especially
rough.
with the three of us working together, if I could do it by myself, the three of us could definitely
Yeah.
pop this hatch back open if need be. So I think we stick with Plan A, close it behind us to cover our tracks for now.
Yeah.
All right. You enter the cave. You close the door. And you continue forward into the dark of the caverns, the unknown laying before you. And that's a great place to take our break. So, hey everybody, thanks for watching. We'll be back after our, loose 10 bathroom break here. Everybody, see you in a minute.
fresh out the box. fresh out the box.
welcome back. We're doing it. We're doing Cthulhu Awakens. What's this voice I'm doing? I'm excited. And we're back. Cthulhu Awakens. I'm Johanna.
I'm also excited. We're doing it. I'm also doing it, and I'm playing Spitzkowitz, and I'm doing it.
These two are very interesting. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am going to be playing Annette Marindale, and hopefully I won't get killed by these two idiots. Or the GM.
I don't know what you're talking about. The GM's gonna kill us all. That's just how it goes, right? Hi, everybody. I am Jonesy, and I'm playing Zachary Morris. You know,
You have to lean against
Everyone
more
needs-
things to get the Zach Morris thing going.
everyone needs a Zach.
We have a Zach.
Zach attack.
I like our Zach. Actually, today's our Zach's birthday. Yeah, that's funny.
I should know that we are twins.
Yeah, that is true. All three of us are twins. That's true. Yeah. So welcome back. You guys are in a cave. Y'all are in a cave doing the thing. You close the door behind you, and it smells of salt and sea in here. It is dark except for the light coming through the door and your flashlights. Ahead of you is natural rock walls. There are some strings of light on the walls, but they are not on. It seems to extend from the surface tunnel that you were just in. It doesn't look like they go that far into the cave, but they are there. And it goes ahead for a little bit before it turns or anything. And so I'll just have you guys get to the junction point. It's about a 20-foot little sojourn down this tunnel. Here it opens up a little bit, not much. You're not crouched or anything. You're all standing comfortably. Sort of bunched up a little, but still standing, not on top of each other. The junction, the caves, right now, the two directions parallel the tunnel you were just in. One way leads towards the cliffs, the other towards, more towards the center of town and towards the Wizard's Rest. But you don't know if they're going to snake, if they're going to drop, if they're going to rise. There's just the general choices. Other than that, nothing is apparent to you without further investigations. The rocks here are very worn, very old. This is an old, worn sea cave. You could tell that water has gotten up this high before. It shouldn't get this high tonight, for sure. You're pretty sure. It only gets this high rarely. This isn't part of the title.
Probably not for another 3 days, I imagine.
Yeah. It's not. It shouldn't fill up this cave this high for until the major event. But yeah, what do you do?
I will turn on my little hard hat flashlight, but also have my main, and then I'll put away my big flashlight to save its batteries. Shimmy my pack into place and kind of looking around. Oh, now to track down a strange multi-teeth monster thing that dragged a person away and get him out. Fairly straightforward. Assuming this is the right cave.
As far as you know, it's all one cave. Yeah. Which way did you say you wanted to go? Or did you not say?
Well, we're in the cave, so how many directions are there to
There
go?
are two right now. You can head towards, further towards the coast or further into town right now. Those are the main directions.
Probably, I would guess further to coast, because the monster book said they make their nest out there, unless you really think... Because my initial thought was coming out here because this is toward the cliffs, that's what the monster book said, but now, like, we're trying to get to the underground network. But now that we're in it,
Now you're
if
in
you think that if it didn't take it all the way out here, and you think it's further in town, we could start heading that way through the cave system, because we'd probably meet up with whatever that cavern system is. If anything,
You could.
we could find a trail.
Yeah, and then you could try to pick up the trail back where you know it was, perhaps. That is an option.
Yeah. I'll probably take out like a little player brain shutting off. A pick, the thing you use in spelunking.
Yeah.
Climbing pick. It's called a pick. I'm gonna like score the wall and try to make like a little makeshift arrow pointing back the way we're going, back the way we're coming from, basically. So if we're heading left, I'm gonna make it go right. So on a glance we can go, oh, we should go this way.
Alrighty. And so you head back towards town. Okay. You're heading along this pathway towards town. It does fall a little bit. Every now and again it'll go up. There's a little steep section where you actually have to like get on your hands and knees and climb. It's not a steep climb, but it, you could perhaps tear your pants a little bit, get a little roughed up. Once you make it back up there, you're more or less on the same elevation you started on. After that point, the tunnels start to splinter a little bit. There are some smaller tunnels around you. A lot of them are really, really small. Like, you'll see like a little one that's like this big, but you can see it goes somewhere and it might open up further in. You would never be able to fit in that hole. But like a small animal might. But then there are some that you could probably fit into, but you would be fully claustrophobically cave diving. You'd be shimmying shoulders, that kind of thing. Or you can continue on this main path, would probably be the most comfortable route. But there are other options presenting themselves to you, just none of them seem great. But then there's a couple that you could probably crouch through. None of them seem any better than this one. So unless you have a reason, I would imagine you would stay on the main path that you can comfortably walk. I'm just sort of painting the picture of the nexus of tunnels that you are happening upon.
If the little thing was dragging a kid like our size, it probably couldn't pull it through those tiny holes, right? It'd have to go through the semi-claustrophobic ones if it was going to pull someone along.
Yeah, it could definitely.
Or the big one.
It could probably go through the claustrophobic ones, yeah. Given the size those things were, they weren't much bigger than you.
So even like the really tiny ones, they wouldn't fit?
Those really small ones, the creatures?
Yeah.
No, they would not
fit. They're like a few inches apart is what you mean.
Yeah, the really small ones, like, those are like rat-sized.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
let's stay to the main path, I think. Unless Spitz, you see any sign of kid dragging marks or whatever that would look like on that tinier one.
That's a good point. Let me take a look around real quick. Are you okay with survival on this one, looking for tracks, or just perception?
Survival's great.
Let's do it. Let's add the survival. That's going to be a 17 with 2 stunty, boys.
That's pretty good.
And I'll do the same thing I did with them last time. I'll put these 2 to assist my next friendly player's check. You'll get a +2 to your action, whoever goes next.
Excellent. Yeah, so you're looking around, you're checking. There had been things coming through here. You'll even see tracks that could belong to the creatures that you've seen. Most of them are heading away from the coast towards town. None of them seem to be dragging anything.
So it looks like these creatures came from the ocean, and they're making their nest, presumably, that way. Point towards town. No dragging marks. At first I thought these were human footprints, but look at them. They're almost webbed, pointed, longer.
They stand on their toes mostly. It looks like their heels don't touch the ground, and they have claws. That's kind of how you can tell that these are those
Front
creatures.
weight
Very
distribution.
amphibian.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like they were dragging anybody when they came this way. There are other tracks down here. You see that people have been down here, not necessarily like yesterday or anything, but definitely there is activity down here. These aren't abandoned caves. People come down here. You're not sure if it's teenagers or, utility workers or treasure hunters. Who knows? But people have been down here.
Any like cigarette butts, beer cans, other people making survival marks like I've been doing?
No survival marks, but there's trash down here for sure. There's human refuse around, cigarette butts, trash. Maybe the ocean washed it in.
That's true, yeah.
Maybe people left it. But yeah, so you do find tracks. You start following them a bit. You start getting closer to town as you do. It does help you choose a path when you get to a junction that leads. It loops towards the center of town, which also takes you closer to Wizard's Rest. What's up, Estilipium? Raiding with a party. Welcome.
Ooh.
Welcome to Cthulhu Awakens. Greetings, friends. Just saying hi. I'm a World of Darkness GM. Happy gaming. Well, happy gaming to you as well, World of Darkness Game Master. We also dabble in World of Darkness sometimes. So,
Every October.
Yeah, absolutely. So, welcome.
Total
Thank you.
nerds.
And anybody here?
You're there. You're part of it.
That's true. You've been there.
Yeah, I can't prove it.
Absolutely. That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
That's funny that you say you can't prove it because literally your character was gone in the second season. No, Gorbinian's character was gone in the second season, and all of us were mesmerized to forget Gorbinian's character.
That's true. That's
right. So Gorbinian's right. We don't have any proof, and she wasn't there.
She wasn't there at all. Yeah, it heads towards the center of town and the Wizard's Rest at Celopium. Okay, at Celopium. Okay, I see. Back towards the center of town, and you'll follow the other path leads out of town, more towards the north. So right now you're hugging the northern edge of town. That's where the cliffs are to the north and to the east of town. So you're skirting the north side of town. Now you're heading back southwest a little bit. You're starting to veer south, going west, and you're heading towards the center of town, towards the Wizard's Rest. And now that once you make the turn where the footprints lead you, it starts to go a little deeper. That's when the elevation starts to sink. Here, you'll see a lot more caves converge once you get to a bigger room. Here you'll see more of a cavern here. It's a little bit of a bigger room. This will open up. You're actually officially in a cavern now, as opposed to just tunnels. Once you get deep enough. Did you say a thing just now, Corbinian?
Sorry, I was muted. I was just saying a cavernous chamber.
Cavernous chamber. Yes, very much so. Stalactites, the whole kazoo.
Any sounds of like chittering or moving around?
A little bit.
Or
Yeah,
skittering?
you hear movement. Yeah, in the dark.
Like a lot of movement or a little bit of movement?
A little bit.
Okay.
Hear a little bit of scurrying, a little bit of moving. Maybe bats, maybe rodents. It's hard to tell.
We may want to move a tiny bit slower if we're getting closer to where we think they are, and be a lot more careful what we touch.
If we're getting close, what's our plan when we see them?
if we can see him and he's easy to get to, then we can grab him and go. But if he's like in like a cage or trapped or something, we can at least get a look at it and then figure out how we can break him out later. Because now we know roughly where it is.
Eyes on. That's all we want to do is we're trying to get eyes on the kid.
Yeah, and you know, if we're lucky, he'll just be like sitting right next to a opening. They may have blundered and allowed us to get at him, but
well, I've got
best
some
not to be
smoke
not
bombs.
to.
I've got 2 old smoke bombs. If we need to smoke out the cavern and run, if we need a distraction, they may not work. They're old. They're not new. They're not fresh. They've been sitting in my garage. They're from a couple of 4th of Julys ago.
Can either of you pick him up if we had to run? Like if he couldn't run on his own. Weston, that's his name.
Yeah, Weston.
I mean,
'Cause-
I'm not sure I could pick Weston up by myself, but I could do it with help. I could definitely do it with help. Translated to my strength modifier is simply a 1.
Higher than mine.
Yeah, it's not a 0 and it's not negative, but I'm not about to like pick him up with one hand and run off with him either.
Yeah.
You're twice as strong as I am.
Okay, so I'm the strongest one of the bunch with a 1. All right, yeah. Yeah, that's so. The answer.
Well, you
remains-
carry a lot of stuff on a regular basis. You build up
That's
a bit
true.
of strength that way, a bit of utility strength.
What a hoss. Yeah.
Yeah, that means just suddenly in my head, Spitz just got a little huskier than he was. Just a little bit. He got a little thicker right there.
And Zach, because you have the paintball gun, I may have to help Spitz with carrying Weston. Because if anyone's going to keep them away from us, it's probably you. Because unless they really want to take up chess suddenly, there's not a whole lot I can do to make them stop.
All right. So in this nightmarish scenario, I'll throw smoke bombs. Me and Ned, grab Weston, and then Zach covers us with the paintball gun as we retreat through the tunnels back through the service hatch.
If we're lucky. If not, then we'll find a closer way to come back. And,
Okay,
better
just making
plan.
sure we're all on the same page with this nightmarish scenario, and that's if everything goes well.
Yeah.
Got it.
You'll hear a little
GM, think
something falling to your right.
Oh, I flashlighted
Flashlight.
immediately. Yeah. Oh,
you
shit.
see
2
some
flashlights.
some dirt and some rocks just fall from the wall. You look up at where it came from. There's like a little hole you can see burrowed in the dirt to your right. A little bit of loose soil from that tumbled down, it seems.
This reminds me of the first time we saw those things and just their eyes were peeking through.
You take a step forward. One of you crunches on something beneath your foot. You look down. There's some bones on the ground of small rodents. Some bat bones just strewn about. Not everywhere. The floor's not covered. You just stepped on a little pile of them. Definitely signs of something living down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check. One of my one of my talents is scouting. So if I can convince you guys to let me scout a room or two ahead stealthily, and I promise I won't get eaten, then I'll be right back. If I can't convince you guys, then you're gonna have to roll a stealth check, because I'm gonna go take a look.
I'm probably going to be sneaking a little bit anyway, but if you are better at it, then I don't mind you sneaking it. Because if it comes down to it, you can shout and start running toward us, and that's kind of a sign of we should probably start running now.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Leave my backpack here. Punk. I'm gonna sneak ahead a room or two, and if I see any creatures, I will come back here immediately. I'll let you guys know, and I'll be right back. I rolled a 17 stealth.
It's not bad. Do you
Do
get to
this.
add the +2 to your own roll? Or is it only to a friendly roll?
Oh, earlier when I used my stunty boys, I used it to assist. And so I
Okay.
guess it's the way, yeah, let's see. Your action helps one of your allies. That
Okay.
ally gets +1 to their next test. And I said it's just whoever rolls next. So, I'll still give it to an ally, not myself.
Yeah, it can't be you, yeah. All right.
No, I get-
17's not bad. No stunty boys. All right.
Nope, just a fat 17 to sneak through up to the next room and just take a little look.
You stealth forward. Yeah, you sneak. As you're sneaking through, you have your flashlight on, right?
I think it's probably better for me to cut it. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I've got it, but I'm gonna cut it for now.
Okay, so once you're out of range of your friend's lights, you are essentially blind. So you get across the most of this cavern before you're in abject darkness. At which point you're gonna need to make. I'm gonna have you make a perception check, and it's gonna be a difficult one to use your other senses to find your way through here.
That is going to be a 13.
Not terrible, but that's not great.
It's not great. You stumble into something. You walk into a hard rock surface.
Ow.
Okay.
You make a bit
That's
of a
okay.
noise. It doesn't ruin your stealth, but you still have your 17 carrying forward, but like you do make a noise at that point, and you're in the dark.
I want to really listen. I want to listen and make sure I don't hear Smeagol talking about his precious in the darkness, because if I hear that, I'm turning around.
You do not hear anything like that. You just hear dripping water, that weird like hollow cave noise, your own breathing. It's pretty quiet down here.
All right. Let me prepare to be terrified, and I hit the mag light now that I'm in this room and I've been in here and I don't hear anything. Yeah, is anything scatter? Is anything
Ah,
terrifying in here?
Um,
Okay, good.
it's just literally me. I'll just gotcha.
Oh, hey, what's up, John?
What was that, man? Punch. Yeah. So
in here.
you're no. There's nothing there. You are almost to the other side of this cavern. You see a cave opening on the other side here. You see a few other ones, and as you're looking around, you can see other holes in the soil, in the dirt along the walls.
A bunch of them dug from here.
It looks like they burrowed from here.
All right, cool. With this room clear, I'm not going to push forward one more. This is one big central room with a bunch of tunnels that come from it. I'll go back and get the homies. All right, guys, I only made it one room forward. No creatures yet, but this room's a whole tunnel room. There's tunnels and tunnels and tunnels, and I don't want to pick one and get lost without you. And I'll grab my backpack.
From my look up in the library, was there any access points inside the town? To the
Yeah,
underground?
there are sewer tunnels. The center of town used to be a crater. Other than that, there are some older buildings that have been collapsed. That might be remnants under here that you might be accessible. I don't know how attacked they would be, but yeah, there's some stuff.
We can still, I've been making marks so we can get back to the way we came, but let's keep an eye out for other ways out, because that feels like we've been out here for a while. That's a long way to get back out of town again.
You've traveled a bit here. You're actually approaching the center of town now. You're getting close to the Wizard's Rest and towards the center of town.
So,
yeah.
Do you want to push forward? Do you two want to push forward and keep looking, or do you want to start looking for another way out? Actually, I'll check the time. Is it pretty late right now, or have we made great time?
You haven't really been held up too much. It has been a while at this point. You started at about an hour. No, probably about 2 hours after sunset. So it's probably started at about, I'd say, 8:30. It's probably been about, I'd say it's been about 4 hours. So it's probably 12:30.
Oh,
Yeah, we did a huge U. We went all the way out of town, all the way down an access tunnel, through all the way down towards the cliffs, and then did a U-turn and came all the way back into town. So we spent a lot of time traveling underground and overground.
and walking back to our bikes in the dark while sleepy doesn't feel very safe. Much as it would suck to leave our bikes out there.
I'm not leaving my bike. I left a bunch of stuff with my bike. Whenever
That's
John
4 hours
told me
that
he
way,
was gonna, that's okay. I still got to get my bike. Whenever Jahan told me he was gonna make sure that I could carry that much stuff or make me over encumbered, I decided I had to leave half of my stuff at my bike at all times. Just made up a rule for myself that way he wouldn't hassle me too much. So I've got a bunch of stuff listed on my character sheet with B's next to it when it's on my bike.
Actually, now I don't know if you travel that much underground. I feel like 4.5 hours accounts for your library time.
We
Maybe-
left the library when it was still open, right? So
Yeah,
that
it's
had to
still
have been
open.
7:30 or 8ish because you had already said it was sundown.
Yeah,
So
it might be closer to
8-ish.
10:30. Yeah,
Then we get out there. It was like a 20-minute bike ride.
I feel like you traveled
Go
underground for
underground.
about 2 hours, not 4. 4 seems too long.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to gauge when you're
Okay,
fast forwarding travel like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to go at least an hour back to our bikes, an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
Does this mean map people? I know one of you guys got a map. One of you guys was looking at maps. Do you know where we're at right now? Do you know where we can start our search above ground tomorrow so we don't have to do this? We don't have to start all the way at utility?
I could probably, now that I know that we need to be deeper in town, if I hit the library, I could probably look up utility areas deeper in town. I know a couple ring my memory, but it's harder to think of where they are while we're underground. But if we're above ground, I'd probably be able to find something closer in. I just went with what was the most secluded, what was the easiest to sneak into.
That's exactly what you decided, but now we know, now we know we're going to be about an hour and a half into town from the utility spot.
Did you see any tracks or any sign of Weston?
Huh. I see lots of tracks digging into the walls here, but nothing being dragged out still. So their nest must be deeper still. But this is the path that this is their migration route, buddy. This is what they came through.
So, actually,
Okay.
you would, if you do look, you think you might see drag tracks here.
Ooh, going down one tunnel.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah! Hold on.
They did come through. They might have come through here with Weston.
You know I'm gonna ask every single time. Am I allowed to use survival on this or perception only?
Survival.
Yep, survival. 21 with 6 stunt points.
Yeah, he came out of that one right there. You're pretty sure that's the tunnel that leads to the Wizard's Rest. They went that way. That leads directly to the center of town, like under town square, and that's where they took him. You're almost positive. In fact, you found this. It was a little friendship bracelet that you're pretty sure he
So
made.
funny you said that
in
because
summer
I was
camp.
about to use profit. You uncover goods or information to enrich yourself. I wanted to find a treasure.
Okay, yeah, you found his friendship bracelet. Boom.
I found a treasure.
And also, I'll say you found $5.
Perfect.
$5.
A pack of Pokemon cards.
There you go.
Oh, it's a Squirtle.
Unopened.
And then just to tie this all together, I've got 2 stunt points left. I'm going to use them on flashback. So I'm going to pick up the friendship bracelet and remember, flashback, this is his. So I've got it and had the flashback. There we go. It's just all wrapped up nice.
They definitely know that it's his, and you're pretty sure he's right over there.
He was wearing it that night at the lock-in. I remember him wearing it. Yeah. When he reached for pizza, and I took the slice right from out in front of him.
Yeah, and you know through the flashback, you know that it was made for him by Maya Solace, the girl from the game store.
Oh, cool. Okay, hold on. Let me write that name, Maya Solis, and we're probably gonna bring this to her and be like, look what we found.
Salas.
Oh, Salas.
Solace. Boom. Yeah. So yeah, 21's pretty good. Also,
Okay, so
also you see the tracks of like 30 of these things.
God. I don't know how we deal
Okay,
with
so
that
besides
many.
the friendship bracelet and besides this, me knowing for sure, there's going to be a mound of these creatures, more than we've ever imagined. It's not 2, it's not 6, it's not 10. It's more than a dozen. It's more than 2 dozen of
It's a
these damn
gaggle.
things.
It's a gaggle of these things.
Yeah, it's a murder. It's a flock. It's a school, really. They came out the ocean.
They may have come out of the ocean. Yeah, it's possible.
I'm of two minds. We could try to push on the way he was taken and try and hope that he's at the edge of the entrance. But given these monsters are some sort of carnivorous aquatic burrower, I would feel better if we had an escape route that wasn't 2 hours away, because we might. I am guessing we're going to be carrying Weston or dragging him, and 2 hours of dragging somebody is a long time.
So,
But then again, if we leave, it's another day. He's down here. Sorry, Zach.
I was gonna say, just since we think that these might be some sort of frog-like creatures, you know, because they possibly came from the ocean, wouldn't they need to be near? Yeah, wouldn't they need to be near another water? Like, can they stay out of water that long? Like, I know frogs can get out of the water, but they have to go back in the water.
Oh,
That's
that's
a great
right.
question, Zach. They may be in some kind of semi-aquatic underground location closer to the center of town. They may need water to thrive.
I don't know if there's like a water treatment plant or an aqueduct or an aquarium or I don't know. I'm just like,
are we near
I don't
like
know.
a?
I mean,
We're not deep enough to be down to an aquifer, are we, for the town? Like, we're not. We're deep, but we're not like, oh god, deep.
You're not oh god deep, but you are pretty deep.
There could be underground water.
Could be some. You don't know how much they would need. You're not even positive they're aquatic. They could be. They could be amphibians. It's hard to know these things' physiology until you cut one open.
I do think if they're burrowers, and we know that, and they want to be in the dark, that we have a better chance of finding or fighting these things in sunlight on our terms on the surface, but a better chance for them to be out of their chambers, gone, exploring at night. So if we wanted our chance to sneak in and get our hostage, our friend, now would be, theoretically speaking, based on only cryptozoology terms and nothing about these actual creatures. These are very huge gaps I'm making here. These things should be semi-nocturnal from their underground. They should be out exploring or hunting. This could be our best chance. Or we can go home and fight them in the daylight, which gives us, presumably, some kind of advantage.
Zach, you have a flashback of Annette looking over the journal. And you remember seeing the passage about these things. It did seem to hint at them being nocturnal. It says something about the sun being their enemy. So, there's your flashback. It does seem that his theory actually does hold some water. They may be out hunting during the night.
I will share that with the group.
I was like, yes, flashback.
You're right. I was in the book. This is our best chance, isn't it? Because there's an opening, and if we don't take the opening, then we're missing out on the gambit, which means we're missing out on an opportunity to get our piece back, which means if we wait, they'll just Dang it.
This is the tunnel. This is the path. Right here.
Oh, God. Sorry for swearing. Okay, right. Okay. All right. Okay. So that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the footprints say.
Okay. Could you make sure your paintball gun, which I really wish was a real gun right now, is fully loaded and charged? Charged with CO2 things, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I would think they do with gunpowder. That would make no sense. And it's just a gun that shoots paint.
Oh,
Which,
that would be so cool.
It is
It'd
a
be
gun that
so
shoots
loud.
paint.
She just kind of explained, like, well, you know.
They actually do make those, but yeah.
Could you imagine a black outer loading paintball gun, bro? That thing would be so loud. It'd be awesome.
Like a paintball musket? Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Pretty sure that would just kill you anyways.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be fun though. I'd play paintball with those. Yeah. So you all decide to go for it. You head towards the tunnel. Benji is not gonna lose this trail anytime soon. Locked in for sure with that 21. So yeah, you walk all the way to the other side of the cavern. You're following this trail. You can see the drag marks. Definitely a couple nights old from the night that he was taken. And you enter a few winding caves here, winding paths. They're not very branching. They're just, not a straight line. Eventually it'll open up into another wider cavern. This one, as soon as your lights shine, they'll reflect off something strange in the middle of the room. Because it doesn't really... It sort of eats your light as it touches it. The light goes into the room and disappears, being consumed by this large stone pillar made of black rock jutting through the ceiling into the floor.
That's the thing that was in the center of town. That's probably where we are.
It does appear to be the same obelisk. Looks like it runs a lot deeper than people realize. And as you look around, this whole area is pretty hollowed out. Above you, you can see the efforts of man-made construction that have filled in this crater. But underneath it, over the many, many years, nature has reclaimed it. The concrete above has been worn. Some natural rock has formed. And you are now in a mostly man-made ceiling, but the rest of it's a natural cavern. It's a very strange location. But it has this giant rock jutting through the middle. And you'll see a little bit of movement here and there. But it's a very large room. You're raised up. I should describe this a little better. So you're up on like a ledge. It's not a thin ledge. It's a thick ledge. Probably about 10 feet thick.
Pretty thick.
It grades down at an angle towards a bottom that's probably, I would say, 45 feet down. But it's at a slope, so you could, in theory, walk down it. It's kind of steep. There are also, it's not constantly a slope everywhere. Some places have walkway sort of built in, natural walkway, rocks, that kind of thing, where you could pick your way down. And then at the bottom is the base of this pillar jutting into the ground. And the whole place is, strangely symmetrical.
So the pillar goes through the entire floor to ceiling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said this was At one time, human efforts were made to reclaim this decades and decades and decades ago, but it's been captured back from undergrowth. So my follow-up question is, does that mean I can presume there is a way out because there was once a way in? Can we locate that way out?
There is quite possibly a way to get out. Mostly what they did, so they sealed the area around this obelisk so that they could build on top of the ground, so that the center of town was no longer a crater. That's what they did. They never meant for this area to be accessible, but there could very well be, since it is partially man-made, there could be a way out. Yeah, that is a good point.
Well, Annette, this answers your question. We may not have to drag him 2 hours back down a tunnel if we can find some way to squeeze out through all of that crap up there.
Does anyone see Weston? Does anyone hear him? I like start looking around, start like listening for someone groaning.
Give me a perception check.
Like that. My perception isn't great, so if anyone else is better at it, I actually have perception too. I lied to you. My perception is not terrible. I thought it was a lot worse. I thought it was a lot worse. 10's not great for a roll though.
10's not
This
great.
is really loud.
So yeah, what you do see, this room is not empty. On the far side, you can see one of those creatures walking around very far away. But there are not, 30 of those things down here. There's only a couple walking around here and there. You could probably avoid them. But if you did notify one, you would notify all of them.
Oh, I don't see Weston. I don't hear him either, but I can see those things over there.
We're on the lip of this giant bowl for all intents and purposes. Do we see any other ways in or out of this chamber? Like other art, like other tunnel, like big size tunnels leading in or out of this chamber that we can see?
Along this ledge. The ledge is all around the hole, and there are other tunnels leading in here. Some of them look natural, like the one you came out of. Some of them are more those burrow holes. Some of them are leading straight, like diagonal into the ceiling at a very steep angle. These things can really climb, really jump, and really dig. Spits,
Okay.
you can see, because you do still have that 21. It looks like they dragged Weston down the slope.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Okay.
Of course they
It
did.
looks like they dragged him there, but I think it might be time to call an audible here, guys. What are we doing? You know what I mean? We're not superheroes. We found it, okay? Here's the lair, okay? This is where they brought the kid. I see the drag marks. I found the bracelet. We know, all right? We're just kids. We found it, okay? It's right here under town. We can bring an adult here tomorrow. My dad works at the labs. His dad works for the military. Someone will believe us. They know. What are we doing down here? You know what I mean? Let's get the hell out of here.
The problem is, adults see common patterns. They see the board what is obvious, not what is hidden. They're going to see a bunch of kids in weird gear who wandered around and said a funny story about their friend. We'd need an adult who's willing to believe us, and the one adult I can think of that would, well, my folks might believe me.
Yeah, a ton of adults respect you. More adults respect you than most adults in this town. I mean, sure, I'm running around saying crazy stuff all the time, and he's new. But you, people believe you. Here's the bracelet, you know? It's not like we're just saying crazy things.
I could talk to my folks, and they could talk to the group, and we might be able to do something. Or someone can report.
Or he can be eaten by then.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Or we could all be eaten.
I mean, wish we could see him if he was somewhere visible and we could sneak him out. That'd be great, but we'd have to wander around here hoping we see him. I mean, I have the gear. If we were getting down the slope, I have rope and a piton, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I can secure it, but
got ropes and bungees too. I can help. It's just, is this really what we want to do? Is this really what we want to do? The three of us? No one was investigating it. No one was investigating it right. No one was investigating it well. Okay? We had a very productive past 48 hours. More productive than anyone else in this town. And now, we can let the people who have guns and fire and grenades come down here and fight the toad monsters.
Ons can only do so much. So if they reach the end of the board, they promote, but they can't do it alone. We're either very, very lucky and we press forward, or we need help.
Yes.
Let's.
I agree.
Okay. So for now, let's try to find a way out of here that's close by. Because this looks like the easier way to get in and out of here. And if we have an easy way to get down here, that's easier to bring some adults down here. Because tramping through all this, and if we were to do the adult thing, then they would have to come either tonight. Like I'd have to tell my parents and hope they are willing to go immediately, which I don't know. Or more likely they'd have to go tomorrow night, and we'd have to hope he's been what? He's been gone 2 days, 3 days.
I know we are relegated to come through these tunnels at night because they're out hunting, but the adults can come down here with an army during the day, and they can bring 500 guys to shoot 20 little monsters.
So let's see if we can find a way out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find a way out.
An easy way out.
You'll start to look around. Somebody give me a look-see check here. Perception.
Probably me. My perception's up pretty good.
Maybe you.
Aside if you have a focus in that area than I do.
Yeah, if anyone
I
has...
have no
only
focus,
one
I'm just roll and roll.
survival, and I've just rolled. I feel like I've rolled so much tonight, so I'm just good with letting someone else roll it, honestly.
Yeah, rolled a lot, yeah. I don't know if anybody has something.
I'll give it a roll.
Okay.
Because my perception is 9, so...
You don't even think there's anything outside of this room. You're pretty sure this is it.
I can see the other things. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and look around to see if I can see something, way in or out.
Okay.
Annette, you should also see if you can figure out a way to finagle that with intelligence somehow.
A 12's not bad. So you're looking around.
I have the observation talent that lets me reroll if I fail a perception check. Wait, I need the focus for it. I don't have the focus for it, so I can't. Never mind.
Oh.
That's not cool.
Oh no. So you have the talent, but you don't have the focus?
Yeah, this is one of those weird things I got as part of my background. So.
All right, so I rolled since everyone else rolled, and I rolled a 17 with 5 stump points, and this is not really what I came here to do, but that's what's been done.
It's definitely better. Hey, sometimes people don't roll well. Yeah, you're looking around. So with survival, you're more looking at tracks. You're looking at the way people have been coming and going. Yeah.
This time, take it very literal. I'm literally looking for a way to survive.
Yeah.
We don't want to be trapped underground and die. It's time to kick in survival instincts. How do we get out of here?
You're looking around. Nothing immediately jumps out at you. You're looking around. You look down towards the base of this thing where you suspect Weston to be. There is stuff all around the base of this obelisk. You can't really make out what's down there. He could be down there. But
it's not what I wanted to hear, Shahan. It's not what I wanted to hear.
But beyond that, you're looking, you look down there just because, you got a really good roll. You look around. on the wall, you see it. It's hard to spot because it's old, and it just kind of blends in. There are old rebar rungs just hammered into the stone that lead up probably from the old construction. They're very old. Might not be completely safe, but they look intact. Rebar tends to hold up pretty well. And you're all a bunch of little kids, you know, you're not super heavy. So you do see it does seem to lead up, and they usually don't make rungs lead up to nothing. So you look up, you're like, yeah, there might be a way up there. You had to travel along the wall a little bit to do this. It's not directly next to where you were. In doing so, you get a little closer to one of these creatures. You're still safe.
Just learned rebar is so much older than I thought it was. I was wondering if I could figure out what decade this had been built because of rebar, and that shit goes back to the 1850s. But started really being used in construction and just it's straight up in the 1900s. So it's like, oh, okay.
They've been using rebar forever, man. Yeah.
Yeah, for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And it's largely unchanged. That's pretty cool. This place could be old as hell down here.
I figure one of the reasons that Zachary failed his check is because he's actually more like looking towards the center, down towards the bottom of the well, the cavern area, because he's still looking for the kid.
Oh, well, then you definitely notice that there's stuff down there, and you think that, you're like, one of those things down there could be Weston. You notice one of them's definitely a deer, like an elk.
It's
Or
it's a meat pit. It's a prey pit.
Yeah, there's a meat pit down there. There's definitely a dead elk down there. Well, you're not even sure if it's dead. It could be alive. Who knows? It's unconscious. It's not moving. And Weston could be among those things. You found a rebar ladder. You could continue to look for a better way up. You don't know if you could get him up the ladder. Who knows?
No, sir. I got this. We got ropes. We got bungee
ropes?
cords.
Got
We
bungee
got a
cords?
ladder. So I'm figuring out once we're up there, where's the door? Where's the hatch? Where's the sewer grate? Because so far, this is no problem. We can bungee his ass out of here.
Are you gonna climb?
Oh yeah, Spitz is going up, bro.
Like
Spitz
right now?
Yeah, this is my new mission. Spitz's new mission is not find Weston. It's not anything except for let's figure this way out so we know what we're dealing with.
So it is a hazardous journey up to the top. There will be a roll involved, but before you make that roll, as you start to climb up, as they're looking for Weston, I actually feel like it's almost literally a cliffhanger. So I feel like that's a good place to stop for the night. That's a nice appropriate amount of tension hanging off the side of a wall.
Can I add one small little tiny detail?
Of course.
He starts going up the ladder. Now that his back's turned, he's focused on the ladder. Zach is going to slowly start shimmering down the shaft, the slope.
Yeah.
Because I was going to do that anyway. I was like literally going to go. I'm going to sneak. As soon as he starts going for the ladder, I'm going to start going down.
That's what I'm
into the
talking
pit.
about. So you
when
start
I see
going
you
down.
start doing that, I'll note that it's probably it's probably this look between me and you, and the just unspoken, and you start heading down, and it's just say, sigh, gets out the pit, and it starts getting it screwed in, trying to get the rope set up, so when you get all the way down, I might be able to go, That takes a while.
One's going up, one's going down, the other's trying to moor an anchor. Whoa, this is getting intense. Alrighty. Well, if you want to see what happens next, you're going to have to tune in next time. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been Cthulhu Awakens from Green Rounded Publishing. Don't forget to hit that code fresh out the box at greenronanstore.com to get discounts and stuff, help out the channel. Discounts on literally everything in their store.
I mean, there's so many things. You guys have no idea. You can just go to shop and go to products and just look around. There's so much stuff that is It's like either out of print or in reprint now, or just amazing PDFs. I was looking at a game called Orc earlier. It's an Orc ttrpg, and it looks so up my alley. I'm a living, breathing orc pretending to be a human boy every single day. There's a lot of bundles. There's a huge bundle on sale right now that's like usually like a $200+ bundle. It's on sale for $70 right now. Use our code, save all the time. Get your Green Ronin stuff all the time. Buy it for your friends. Send it to them an email. Send your friends the free starter bundles. You know what I'm talking about? Let your friends try Green Ronin stuff. Just get it on their computer, and once it's there, then they're going to look at it. Make them play Green Ronin because it's awesome. We've been doing it for years. We've got a shitload of videos. Go out and check it out. Thank you guys again from me. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Thank you, Corbinian, for being here all the time. Corbinian, you're awesome. Thank you, Jonesy, for not only being part of the Green Ronin team who puts this stuff together, who lets us play on Roll20, but also being a member of this. This is fun. It's cool that we get to have you as like a professional and as a teammate. It's really cool. So thanks to you guys. Thanks to the fans. Thank you, Jahan, for being an amazing game master as ever. And I'll catch you guys on the next one as Benjamin Spitzkowitz.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, doing all kinds of Twitch streaming stuff. Currently doing Triangle Agency on Saturdays and Star Trek Adventures on Tuesdays, as well, of course, being here for fun age times of terribleness. Apparently I have a theme of doing crazy stuff. That seems to be my pick, so if you like the insanity that I'm doing with here, don't worry. I don't exactly change when I'm running either. But yeah, no, I hope to see you all here again or another place, another time, or in your dreams. Please don't dream about me.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. It's been a blast. I'm having a blast playing. I love Cthulhu Awakens, and just being to actually play, not GM, is a nice treat for me. So I appreciate it. And as noted, the fresh out of the box discount code applies to stuff, including stuff that's on sale. Like all the Fantasy Age stuff is on sale to the end of the month. So 7 more days to get 20% off of all the second edition Fantasy Age stuff, or 65% or 60% off of all of the first edition stuff. So
Hot damn.
yeah.
Go check it out, everybody. Yeah, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Stay fresh.